So the changing sentence, we are discussing the changing sentence. In the changing sentence, we have seen that affirmative to negative, interrogative or exclamatory, and another one is the passive verb, passive voice. That is the passive form of the sentence. For example, simple present indefinite tense or past indefinite tense and perfect tense. There are three tenses are important for changing sentence. Okay. For example, we can see that. So our topic is changing sentences. Okay. So today we will discuss about the passive to active or active to passive. For example, I have given you a sentence to make it the passive voice. So how do you understand that this is the active voice? So at first we have to know what is the structure of this sentence. So we should follow what is the structure of this sentence. Who can say? What is the name of the tense of this sentence? Yes? Present? No. At first you have to know what are the form of this verb. What are the forms of this verb? The form of this verb are present form is speak, past form is spoke, and past participle form is, loudly tell me, spoken. Do you understand? For example, do, did, done. So speak, spoke, spoken. So these are the form of the verbs. So this one is the present form. We can say that V1. This one is the past form. Okay, and past participle form. So in this way we can identify, we can find out these verbs are the form. Generally in the tense these three types of form are using, but we have also non-finite verbs. Okay, but we will discuss about the principal verb. So these are the principal verb. For this reason what happened? This one is the subject and this one is adverb. So we can say extra, no need to think about this, but we have to find out that this is the past form of the verb. Okay, and last one is object. So if we consider this sentence, this is the past indefinite tense. How can I identify it? Because I have to memorize that this is the past indefinite tense structure, or the structure is including in the past indefinite tense. So this one is PA for, we are discussing PA for past, I for indefinite, T for tense, and this is the basic structure of the present indefinite tense. So we can say that this is the active voice. Its another name is past indefinite tense and active voice, because the question is given that you have to make it passive. So if the question is given the passive, you have to make it that this sentence is as an active voice. Do you understand? Okay, so now we will make it the passive form. So what is the structure of the passive voice? So past indefinite tense and passive form is at first object. Next one is was or were. Next one is the past participle form of the verb. Next one is by plus subject. So by is generally, but exception, we have some exception. For example, at, to. Okay, so what happened about the adverb? It will sit in same place. Okay, actually adverb, it is sitting in the sentence everywhere, there is no problem. Generally not in the phrase, without the phrase. For example, in the noun phrase. Okay, so here what happened? We have to take it that this part is object. Yes, English, good. Naim is very active. Okay, good. Next one is was or were. Good. You know about it. Next one, we have to take it the past participle form. Spoke, no, no. Speak, spoke, yes, she is correct. Spoken. Next one is by. Next one is he. This is the place for subject. So we have to sit this subject at the last. We know that subject, verb, object. So we have to make it the objective case. For this reason, we will write here him. This is the objective case. But there is a mistake, adverb. Where we will put down this adverb? Anywhere in the sentence. Generally, it is sitting after the subject. So we will sit here English always. Here we can write down here always. And here English. So if you write down this always at the last, there is no problem. If you write down this always after the auxiliary verb, there is no problem. If you write down this always after the principal verb, here there is no problem. Actually, adverb can sit anywhere. We can see. Okay. For example, Naim, you are sitting that place. But in this moment, I can say that you can sit anywhere, no problem. Okay. So in this way, we can say that adverb, it can be used anywhere. Do you understand? You are sitting here, but sometimes you can sit to your friends here. Sometimes you can sit there. There is no problem. Okay, but the person is same. So the adverb is also same. Do you understand? Okay. So this is the sentence. There are some exception items. Okay, find out it. Write down it. Come to it. Okay, I will. Another example. Wait. Sentence. They
recently have
visited Cox's Bazar. Okay. So in this sentence, we have to make it the passive form. Okay, tell me, is it active voice or passive voice?
active.
Good, because the question is given passive form. For this reason, we can generally identify that this is the active voice. So, who can say that? Who is the name of this tense of this sentence? What is the name of this tense of this sentence? So, if this sentence is the active voice, at the first, what is the structure? First one is, what is the name? Subject. Next one? No. This is not the verb because this one the principal verb. So, this one is adverb. Next one is have. Next one we can see that if there is a have in this tense, we can find out has. Have or has. Next one is visit, visited, visited. So, what is the name of this part? You were right. So, this is the past participle form of the verb. And next one or last one, object. Clear? Okay. So, if we can find out that subject have or has, next one the past participle form, this is called present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, and this one is the active voice. Okay, now we have to make it the passive form. So if we are going to make this sentence as the passive form, we have to find out what is the structure of the passive voice. So we will take the last part. So what is the structure? First one is object. Next one is adverb. Okay, no problem. This is the extra. You can write down here extra or adverb. Next one is what? Have or has. So have or has. Same. Have or has. Next one, this part is anyone. You will take anyone. Next one, visited. But if we can see that this is the perfect tense, we have to use the auxiliary verb been. and next one same. In the past participle form we can write down same. Next one by plus subject generally. Okay, so this is the structure of the present perfect tense passive voice, and we have to write down in this way. So what is the object? Cox's Bazar. Good. You're right. So next one is extra, that is recently. Recently. Next one we will take have or has. Which one? Has. Good. But here if we can say that have, is it correct? No, because have is generally third person singular number extra. Or we can say that Cox's Bazar has, they have, I have, you have, she has. Okay, she has. And any name, for example Naim has, Aslam sir has. But Aslam sir and Naim then have, because plural form. So third person singular number, if we see third person singular number, what are the third person singular number? He, she, it, and one noun. One noun, for example Shadanpur High School and College, this one is third person singular number. This is the one college here in this place. Okay, and what is the name of your village?
My village name is
Shadanpur Bazar. Okay, that is also third person singular number. So that nouns or that things can take has. Sound pollution. Okay, so again we will come. Next, object is taken here, auxiliary verb. Okay, extra is also taken there, and next have or has we have taken, and next one we need been. Next one we need visited, that is past participle form of the verb. Next one is by. Next one is subject. Subject they, it becomes them, because this is the objective place and this one is the subjective place. But generally we are saying the object when we are going to understand this sentence. In that case we will take that this is the last part. For this reason this is the object place, and we are taking this object in this sentence. For this reason we are saying that at first we have to write down object place, but this is the place for what? Subjective place. This is the place for subjective. You know that subjective case, another name is nominative case. Its Bangla name is, do you understand? For example, what is the meaning of the I? What is the, really? Is it true? You are 100% sure that I, its meaning is that I, you are saying this one? Is it correct? Sure? Sure? Okay. Make it this sentence, translate. What is the translation?
I have a pen.
But why? You are saying that I meaning is this one. But you are saying that I have a pen. This is the right sentence, but what is the meaning of this I? You are right, but why? Because if I am sitting to your place, I am not changing that I am Aslam. I am not changed. The person is I am same, but the place is your. So this is the place. This is the nominative case or subjective place. But the meaning is what? Possessive. This one is what? My, I, me, mine. I. Next one is I. This one is nominative case or subjective, and next one is objective case. This is me, and possessive case. This is the case. The meaning is my. The meaning is this, but the place is nominative or subjective case. For this reason, what happened? The meaning will be come from possessive, but the place is subjective, because starting of the sentence at first we will write down subject, or its another name is nominative case. For example, your name. What is your name? Farhana. But you are my student. You are her friend. You are somebody's sister. Hey, you are somebody's daughter. So you have many designations. Do you understand? But the person is same. So for this reason, what happened? The place is subject, but the meaning is given possessive form. And you know that what is the meaning of the possessive? What is the meaning? You're right. So its another similar name is relative. Do you understand? For example, you are the relative to your friend. You are the relative another parents. So these are the relationship. So here this is the relationship, okay? And this is given the meaning of this sentence. Okay. So this is not our fundamental subject matter. We will discuss about the passive voice. But I am giving you the example that if we discuss any types of grammatical item, it's like a here. If you take the here and taking to your side, for example, I am pulling. Do you know what is pulling? This is fall down, and I am pulling this duster. What is the meaning? You're right. So I am pulling this duster. So if we take the here anybody's, the head will come automatically. Do you know what is the Bangla of this sentence? If you take this here and you're right. So I am saying about this sentence. Okay. So this is the subject matter. One item is related with other. So if we are discussing about the place for object, but why you are saying that this is the object? Because this is the object place, and we have to take this object and we will put down this place subjective. Do you understand? I am taking this object things, corpses brother, and I am taking, that is pulling, and I am set up here. Okay. So this is the structure of the present perfect tense, and in this way we have to write down the answer. Okay, will I give you an example and you will do it? I will give you the example, another one, and you will write down the answer.
This sir.
Okay. Just try. I am here. So if the answer is right or wrong, no problem. Okay, look this sentence. We usually send your information. You have to make it passive voice. Your information is usually sent by us. Option 2. Your information usually is sent by us. Which one is the right answer? A or B? Number 1, A. Okay. So at first tell me that why it is right. Actually it is not right. This is the wrong sentence. But why? Okay, we will discuss about the structure of this sentence. First one is what? Subject, because we have to make it passive voice. Next one is, this one is extra or adverb. Next one is sent. So we have to know that what is the present form of the sent. Okay, sent is the present form. Past form is sent, and past participle form is also sent. Do you know what is the meaning of the sent? Tell me in Bangla, what is the meaning of the sent? You're right. So this one is the present form of the verb, this one is past form, this one is past participle form. You have to memorize more and more the form of the verbs, these forms. Okay, otherwise you cannot understand it. and the meaning is also important. Okay, so vocabularies, there is no alternative way to memorize the vocabulary. But how can you understand? You have to understand these sentences to using more and more the vocabularies. If you practice more and more sentences, passages or grammatical items, then it becomes very easy for you. Otherwise it is not very easy for you. It becomes very difficult. Okay, no problem. So here what happened? First one is that, so subject, the next one is the past form of the verb, because we have seen this part. But in generally there is no structure of the subject plus past participle form. There is no tense, that subject and past participle form. Okay, so subject, next one extra, next one the past form of the verb, and last one is noun phrase. This is called object. So your information, this is the noun phrase. You know that what is noun phrase? Information is noun and your is possessive case. So your is related with this information. For example, this is duster. This is my